Okay, and we're live in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, we're back with the Grapes and Joe podcast.
Session 6 now.
Session 6, yes.
Or 7, maybe. I don't know. We don't even.
Yeah, you can find us on YouTube at your channel,
Yeah. Joseph.
Joseph.
Fusco. But yeah, anywho. So today we're going to be covering the importance of having many different forms of income.
And why diversifying your income streams is vital to like being comfortable and secure with your money income.
Yeah, so let's begin. So obviously, at least 90% of people are going to have a
either a salary job or just hourly wage, you know.
So that's obviously, I guess, that's one way to earn money, right?
Yeah, securing a job, and yeah, you can increase how much your time is worth just by your experiences, and then like if that's work experiences, college, school, you know, whatever your experiences are, that all increases your potential wage.
Yeah, and then another one that kind of comes from that in a lot of situations would be a retirement plan.
Right. Yes. And one thing, the like first thing you should think about is when like selecting a job, or not the first thing, but one of the main things you should think about is like the type of requirement plans, or if your company like offers one. So that's definitely important.
Definitely.
If not, like you can.
That's going to come out of pocket, and that's going to make you get paid. Although the price may look, or the amount you get paid may look higher, it's probably going to be less in the long run because.
Yeah. There's some, like if it comes down to one that has like, I don't know, for example, like a Roth 401k retirement plan through the company that will match your input, but there's one with like a very minor salary difference. It's like slightly higher, but doesn't offer that plan. It's almost always going to be better to take the other one.
Yeah, definitely look for a retirement plan if you're going to get a
and just really any monetary benefits outside of just salary, because I feel like we're so hyper focused on salary, and sometimes that gets overlooked.
Which sometimes that's valid. Like, I want to be able to do whatever I want with my money, but everyone, and not everyone, but
if you
most
just add it up, like if I do it through the company and do it this way with their retirement plans, like I will have more in the long run. So.
And most people are going to want a retirement plan, so might as well just have the company take care of that for you.
Yeah, and then long term, like into your, like if you're fortunate, like maybe even 40s, just land or property investments is always a good one, just because like that is always going to increase with inflation, and property houses like almost always increase, and there's not really any way to lose that unless you sell it.
I love the idea of property because while the dollar or stocks or I don't know, choose anything, baseball card, the value of that can go down. Land will always be like people are always going to want land because that's how you get private property on what you live in. So
and not only that, like there's like true like physical things you can do to improve those assets, which isn't very typical for many assets. And you can make pretty drastic improvements.
Like if you buy a baseball card, you're not going to be able to
like
shine it up.
All you can do is preserve it the best you can. Or a lot of them, like stocks or really anything, like mutual funds, whatever, the best you can do is hope that fluctuates in your favor.
Which you can take a good guess. But you're never positive.
And there's always, I mean, professionals like, financial advisors, like even the best ones are never going to be always right. So
So I mean, really, a very safe investment, I would say, would be real estate.
It's hard to get into. That's why it goes back to why those other plans are important, not just your bank account. You know?
And of course, real estate can go down if the market flops, but it's never going to be worth nothing because people always need a private piece of property to build a house on or do something on, right?
Another thing that I think some people can definitely utilize, if you have skills that you feel like aren't utilized in your salary or like hourly wage job, you can make your own side hustle. It's just more, usually those end up being more time consuming and expensive to get into than initially
Yeah.
like what you initially think. That's why a lot of them don't pan out, or it
Yeah.
ends up being like a couple month thing that burns out. But
I really do like the idea of buying a pretty cheap house
I
and
agree.
renting it out, right? Because
Yeah.
you could get, okay, so let's say you've got a house and you're making payments on it, but you're having that person make the payments on it for you with the amount of rent you're charging. You're basically paying off a house with somebody else's money just to let them live there for a little bit. Like that's a great deal.
Yeah, an example. I mean, one situation about people I know in Elkton that would be. I mean, if I was ever able to do something like this, I'd be really interested. Is one family in Elkton was able to buy like a small plot of land like in rural Elkton, and they got approved to put like they're basically just cabin size, like 600 or I think they're around 600 square foot cabins, and they got approved to put like 5 of them on this little plot of land, and they're renting each of those out for $650 a month.
Yeah.
Which I mean
That's
I mean just anything like that where you're able to like maximize.
yeah,
the land that you want.
$650 a month times
Times
however
5.
many. Yeah.
And the renters are expected to keep upkeep, you know, and
That's
do all the
huge.
maintenance. That's such a
And while 650 alone doesn't seem like
Yeah.
much, 650 times 5 is over $3,000.
and when you account for the property itself increasing with the usable income they're getting from it, that's a
Yeah.
very good investment.
Yeah, that's actually, I'd never heard of that. Just
Yeah.
getting one piece of property and putting 5 different things on it.
Yeah, there's different permits and stuff that this was kind of a rare case. I don't know exactly how
Gotcha.
it worked out, but yeah, if I was ever able to do something like that, that would be
Yeah.
very, yeah.
Yeah, that's insane. I'd actually love to talk to them
Yeah.
to see how they do it.
Actually, yeah, one of my friends is moving into that, one of those
Oh,
cabins
really?
soon. Yeah,
Gotcha.
Matthew Roush.
Yeah, he's an odd dude.
He is an odd dude.
But he can fish.
He can fish really well, and he can clean out gutters really well too, which brings us to, like, if you want to own your own business and you have skills where you don't feel it's necessary, and connections where you don't feel it's necessary to get college like certificates or even trade school certificates, like he makes a decent amount of money
Just
and
cleaning
has
out
a very
gutters.
free schedule, just cleaning out gutters. He like pressure washes like roofs and like driveways, and he also just does landscaping. And in like a mostly retirement age town like Elkton, he's always busy, doesn't have many competitors, and has a lot of time for his own whatever he wants to do.
Shenanigans.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm impressed with that. I mean, it kind of goes to that. I mean, that just the idea that
Being proactive.
money isn't the main objective. For him, he's gonna be living in his own spot with his own business, where it like allows him to have a free schedule to do what he actually wants to do, and just being financially free. I feel like is the most goal for most people. It's definitely my goal.
Yeah.
Where I can just do what I really enjoy, and finding a job with people I'm surrounded by that I enjoy is also important to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't have said that better myself. Is that everything we got?
I think so. Hope you enjoyed.
Stay safe out there.